Here we have a Volkswagen Transporter T6.1. It's a relatively new one, and what we've done a speaker upgrade to it. So if you have a look, this is his door card. So if you come round here, this is where his speaker would go behind there, and the tweeter is up there on the A pillar, so it's on the other side there. So what we did, we put a relatively high quality 6.5-inch component speakers in the door and replaced the tweeter with its own crossover. The factory speaker that comes with it is an 8-inch speaker, but it's not very good. You can get replacement 8-inch speakers, but we decided to go for a nicer quality 6.5-inch with the appropriate adapters to make that fit, and also wiring adapters, so we haven't actually cut any of the factory loom, so it could all go back to standard without any modification and what have you. All you have to do is unplug it and plug the original speakers back in. Likelihood no one's going to ever do that. If we ever sell the vehicle, it's going to go on with it, but we do it in a way that it can be done that way. Speakers are just run off the stereo in this setup in particular, so it's not run off an amplifier, but it just all looks OEM, so you never know that we've actually messed around with it or upgraded it, but the sound definitely made a difference. The customer didn't want a subwoofer, like a sub box in the boot of the car, but it did want that extra little bass, and unfortunately speakers, no matter how good they are, they're never going to give you that low level bass that you might need when you listen to something. So we did a bit of a compromise. We fitted an under seat subwoofer, and the one that we opted for is an Alpine, and the reason for that is because they actually specifically designed one for the T6.1s, and it just goes underneath the seat. So if you come and have a look, so that's where the sub box is, and you can see the Alpine logo there, and it just sits in there really nicely. It's a floor firing subwoofer, so the subwoofer is sitting on the bottom there, but it comes with brackets that fits on the actual bench itself, that raises the subwoofer, so it's not just sitting on the floor with the subwoofer sitting on the floor. So there is a gap, there's a little gap in it because the whole thing is raised by the brackets that's supplied with the subwoofer. So it is a nice little unit. So when you do actually put the seat in its normal position, you wouldn't even know it's in there. The seat slides in there nicely, it's not obstructive, and like I said, you wouldn't even know it's in there. It's not even taking up any extra space because you never use that space inside there for anything. It's a dead space anyway. So it's a nice little upgrade. So with this, it's just an OEM looking upgrade, but it sounds so much better than the factory system that it comes with. So that's the speaker upgrade on this T6.1.